Hello YouTube, here is me and my chipper again. STIHL GHE 355. I had it for 12 months, so here's the year in review. It still works. Just last weekend I went over a bunch of clippings from our acacia tree, so the mulch is still very good. And this is my last year hip, which I turned last week, and you can see the mulch is like really nice, all ready to go to be mixed with the soil and go into garden beds. So that's just after a year. So the chipper works, but you know, the same pains. The pains didn't go anywhere. So first, as I said, it's very tall. It's 150 centimeters high, so I'm 185, and still when I stand here it gets pretty close to my face when you stick the stuff in. If you were a bit shorter, it would have been dangerous or just very uncomfortable to kind of load it from above. The other main problem is like it's really hard to operate. It really kicks stuff back to your hand, and I'll show you why. So if we look at the blades here, besides being a burden to sharpen, because you have 24 edges there that you need to disassemble and sharpen, but that's okay. Within the year I only sharpen it once because I only use it only now and then. The problem is it rotates like that, clockwise. Now when your material comes in like that from here under the angle. So if you hit the right corner, hit the left corner as you should, then it all gets sliced, and actually when it spins it keeps cutting it around, so it's all good. And in theory this is how you should do it. There is a sign on the shoe that says you should fit it from the top right towards bottom left, like that. But look at this shoot. Look at my leg. It's such a long shoot, so unless your branch is perfectly straight, which it never is, you start pushing it down and it randomly lands somewhere here. So if it lands on this side, the third thing this chipper will do, actually this blade will come up like that, and what it will do is it will kick your branch back into your head. So when you feed this thing, never hold the branch like that, pointing into your palm. Otherwise, if it's sharp like this, chances are, if it was a bit stronger branch, it would have just pierced my arm straight away. So always wear gloves. I wear double gloves or thick welding gloves, and always hold it like this when you feed. So if it kicks, it just gets kicked out of your hand and you're all good. When I feed in longer trees like this, so for example, if this was a branch, I wouldn't hold it here, I would just hold it by the twig. So when it starts kicking out, the main branch would be bouncing, and the twig would be still in my hand, and I would barely notice that. So again, when you feed it, stand from the left side, take your right hand, aim in, trying to hit the bottom left corner, and be ready for kickbacks. So that's something you need to be ready for. So wear your gloves, 2 pairs if they're a thing. Wear your hat because you're standing close to the chute, and the chute is very tall, so it kicks back. And these twigs can actually really give you a good lash or whip on your face. So I wear a hat and I wear glasses too, and get ready to work hard. But if you do, you can actually get yourself a nice heap of mulch. The bonus that it's electric, so I just store it under my deck on its back, so it doesn't take much space. On the bright side, my wife has used it as well here and there. She didn't use very thick material, so like if you fit something like this, it's no problem. Usually it's quite easily get sucked in and you don't need to feed control. But with thicker branches you need feed control, otherwise this blade will start pulling it in and it will just bog down and get stuck, and you'll have to undo this endless thread on each side, remove the shoot and clean it up. So with thicker branches you give it a yank in and pull it out immediately, and you will hear that the engine's kind of slowing down, and once it goes through the material it speeds up again, and then you're ready to do another yank. So with thicker branches you go yank all the way in until it's become thin, about 20 mil, and after 20 mil you usually can just let it go in. What else to say? So I guess the bright side, it works, still works after a year, though again I used it only occasionally. This was the largest job I ever done since I did two of these hips last year. Electric, so it starts every time. Good wheels, very reasonably light, so my wife actually doesn't bother moving the mulch around. She just takes the chipper to the clippings and mulches it on the spot. But yeah, the blade design is over complicated. I'm not sure who on earth came out with this design. They probably never tried to sharpen it, and I doubt they ever tried to use it to be honest. It's the same blade design they actually use on their larger and more powerful petrol chippers as well, so I just don't know why to do things so complex. Other chippers has just one blade and it does the job perfectly. So yeah, am I happy I got it? Let's say I'm happy I have a chipper, and the majority of my jobs here and there are much smaller, so it's nice and easy to roll it out, plug it in, go through a small heap of clippings, and be gone with that. I wish I had a better electric chipper. Yeah, absolutely. I wish I had one that doesn't get bogged down so easily, or at very least doesn't kick back and has less blades to sharpen, but still produces the fine mulch like that one does. So here we are, GHE 355 after a year of use, still working, still hard to use, and since I got it, I'll keep using that. Hope it helps you. Cheers and goodbye.